Welcome to another episode of Untold Stories. Our guest this time is Sumant Rampal, our head of business banking and healthcare finance. He's joined by all his senior colleagues. Lovely to have you all on the show. Sumant is, it's a very important part of India that he caters to. The India that, if you look at them in terms of the contribution that they make to the GDP or the jobs that they create for the nation as a whole, they're second to none. That's the important business that Sumant handles and his colleagues handle, and they do a wonderful job of doing it. And I heard somewhere, during the lockdown, the pandemic, they've gone beyond, being a banker. They've been family to their clients. They've been more than a support to the client. Obviously it's yielded its result, and we'll hear this and lot more from Sumant and his team. So lovely to have you on this show, Sumant. Thank you so much again from the bottom of our heart, on behalf of all my team members, and thank you so much to your colleagues. Now, typically my first question is the experiences and the life that you had during the lockdown. This time, for the benefit of all our viewers, I would just want you to spend a couple of sentences explaining to us, what this, the vertical that you had means. It's very important, very critical, but I'm saying, can we hear it from you?
Yeah, so thanks a lot, Neeraj. Pleasure and honor to be here on behalf of the team. As you said, business banking and healthcare finance, these are two verticals which are very core to the economy, core to the country, and this is the heart and soul of the country in that sense. We cater to customers who are spread across geographies in the hinterland, creating magic, in my view. The kind of work that they do, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is providing services, whether it is trading, the whole value add that they provide is unbelievable. And I think that's the beauty of this business. We cater to customers which today contribute roughly about 40% to the GDP of this country, and they are very, very large contributors to the job creation of this country. So I think that's the strength of this part of business, and it makes us we feel more proud of the fact that we, in our ways, are contributing to the economy. Healthcare as a segment, we believe, is going to be the need of the hour for the government and for not only India but across the world, and there's going to be a lot of attention there. Today we cater to some of the best healthcare service providers, and we are wanting to go out and reach out so that the best of services can be made available to the common man. And I think that's where our strength as a bank has come along, where our product suite, whether it is providing financing, providing trade services, management of their cash flows, taking care of their individual banking needs, any kind of expansion financing that they are looking at, international finance that they're looking at. We kind of create a beautiful thali to make sure that they feel elated and are able to focus only on the management of the business rather than the banking requirements. And that's, I think, the strength of our department and our group.
Thanks, Sumant. I'm sorry, this is an afterthought. I like this, your term that you use, beautiful thali. Can you just help us understand a little more elaboration of this? I know that you do life cycle management. You go beyond being just a lender to your clients. You go beyond. You are an advisor to them. You help them make wealth. You help them with their, the kids' education. It's like a holistic. That's perhaps what you meant with by thali.
Yeah. So Neeraj, this is something which I just love to say, and I kind of picked this up in our conversations with the MD, and your own experiences when you go out and eat. And I, being a foodie, my wife runs a restaurant of her own, so I kind of picked it up from there. That clearly, when you are going out as a service provider, you should be able to provide any and every requirement of the customer. And thali is such a beautiful, example that you go there and you tell the customer, you want to pick up, you start with with a sweet, or you want to start with rice, or you want to start with a chapati, or you want to start with veggies, or you want to start with a buttermilk. So clearly, there are. We are here as an organization. We go with a solution and let the customer decide where he wants to pick up and start his relationship with. And we firmly believe that wherever he starts, he should feel really fulfilled in terms of the experience. And even with that one experience, you are able to then go out and multiply your touch points, or multiply your relationship with him. And I, being a relationship manager man for the last now 25 years, with the last 22 years being with HDFC Bank, I think that's the critical role, that you're able to kind of touch the consumer at each product suite, and that's the example where it fits in beautifully well with Thali.
Wonderful. You couldn't have been more apt, in your usage. Thank you, Sumant.
Just help us understand, Sumant, what you as a team would have had to go through in the last couple of months, what your clients have gone through, and how what all you did as a team to make their lives look better.
Yeah, so Neeraj, here I would really say that I was really surprised the way that Indians have kind of together on this whole pandemic. When the announcement happened over the weekend, I thought, we're not going to last more than 4 days of doing this, knowing the thought process that we all have. But I think in the last 3 months, really surprising and very positive things that I've seen. I would recommend, let some of my colleagues answer some of these points and what they have done. So Manish takes care of our the largest region, which is Gujarat and Rajasthan and some parts of Bombay. He manages one of our biggest books. He and his team have created a beautiful book there. I'll recommend him to kind of give his views in terms of what did he do and his team do in these times of pandemic. Over to you, Manish.
As you rightly said, yes, our portfolio, our set of customers, they are supposed to be the most vulnerable one, particularly whenever there is a downslide like this one, the lockdown, the overseas market not working, the export orders going down, manufacturing activities slowing down beyond expectations. We were pleasantly surprised that despite government encouraging everyone to go for the moratorium, only a small fraction of our customers actually opted for that. We also got to know the strength of our portfolio in these bad times. Talking to this customer, again, we believe that our SME customers, like they are the ones who don't have so much of formal, strong channel of getting information of what's going on around the world. So that was the time we thought, let's reach out to the customer. So there were a multiple series of con calls that we arranged with our customer, whether it was in South and North, in West, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, across, wherein we invited our customers to talk to Rahul Shukla, our group head, or Mr. Ashish Pathasathi, or our chief economist. So they were sharing, taking questions for an hour or so, and it was so customers were so happy that normally they used to get to hear and read about such things only in the newspaper and the news channels and all. But here they were talking to them, directly asking questions, and there was so much of positivity. People were so happy. So we somewhere felt that this gave us an opportunity to also do a lot of bonding with our customer. So this was the time we won a lot of confidence of our customer, that portraying ourselves as a true partner rather than just a financer. I
would like you to reach out to Gurpreet and let's hear from him in what his team, Gurpreet heads our North region and takes care of a very large portion of the agri, which is Punjab and Haryana and Himachal.
We drive an agrarian-based economy, and we couldn't have shut down in any case. We were there. We had to support our clients. There's about 40% of our portfolio is agrarian, and this happened to be a post-harvest time, and it had conflicted. It had just at that time we were getting this harvest done, and we had to go out and help these processors and traders and farmers, and we couldn't actually stay back at home. And it's the technology which came handy. It's my team who actually went out and spoke to almost every client in the portfolio. I was exemplary the team had performed at time. when we saw that we have a customer base of 4,500 clients, and at this peak time in the month of April, we did about 800 renewals digitally, and that the team itself could not believe. So actually, these were a lot of learning times. We learned how to support customers, we did improve our sales pitch.
Arun, why don't you give a flavor of how things have been since the COVID hit to us?
For each and every SME, the biggest worry when this lockdown happens is how the bank will react in terms of supporting them, because the cash flows were almost getting stuck. And probably in the beginning, they didn't even know that when the lockdown will get opened up and when the cash flows will start. So this was the first thing which, as a team, which we did. We spoke to each of them, said that we'll be there with you to support. And as a bank also, we decided that we will do some incremental limits for the needy customers and support them. So that was the first thing which we did. We said that we are with you, so we will support you. So that way, every customer I feel that they all felt good about it.
Hi, Sumant. You and your team spoke about the importance of digital and how digital is a cornerstone in your business. Can you take us through any innovation under digital that you would have tried out or your team would have tried out during the lockdown?
There are some great initiatives that we as a team have been taking up. And I think something which is very close to my heart is the digital initiatives of our team. We believe that the biggest value add that we provide to our customers is supporting them in their digitization processes, which brings about a huge amount of savings to them on their time, on their overall day-to-day costs, whether it is administrative costs or costs with managing their businesses. Trade on Net is a very huge success that we've had, and that's something which is very unique to our proposition, unique to our business. Customers see a lot of value add on letters of credit, bank guarantees, imports, exports getting routed through the digital route. Majority of our customers do their collections and payments digitally, and we believe that's the value add, because these products really go out and get directly linked into ERP systems. And ERP systems, I'm not talking of some heavy-duty ERP systems. I'm talking of simple linkages of a tally system to the bank's eNet platform, so that customer is able to see a lot of value add in reconciliation processes. So they see a lot of benefit. Dhanesh has created a beautiful baby of his within this whole digital initiative, which is called as the SME portal, where customers are able to do a lot of their regular day-to-day transactions. They are able to view their limits. They are able to ask for ad hocs. They are able to upload regular communication documents or covenant documents, that as we call, whether it is the stock statements, insurances, which makes life so much easier for them. They don't need to come to a branch. They don't need to come and sit in front of a relationship manager and get things done. So these are huge value adds. I would really request Dhanesh to take over from here and talk a little more about the journey of the birth of SME portal and how we are looking at enhancing that. For our relationship managers, we've created a very good product, which is the One View, where our relationship manager is able to view all the relationship of a customer in one single page. And that's a very big value add from an RM relationship management perspective. So let Dhanesh talk a little bit about all of these things. Over to Dhanesh. Chamak rahe ho, Dhanesh bhai.
You have touched upon the point which actually brought glow onto my face.
Yes.
The efforts that we have put in across last couple of years on the digital side has definitely helped, and actually during this testing time it has actually given us the fruits in terms of giving comfort to the customer, to our internal departments, whether it is credit, whether it is business RM, or whether it is operations, because a lot of it has become paperless. Just to give you an example, as we were just talking about SME portal. This is one platform which we have created where we have taken our SME bank to our customers. In the back end, a lot of effort has been put where we have joined various pipes of various systems, whether it is core system or back end processing system. Every bank will have multiple systems. So we have put those together. made a package, and then we have given it to the customer. This is probably the only bank, our bank is the probably only bank which has got this facility where customer can actually 24/7 view what kind of limits are sanctioned to him, what is the utilization, what is the available facility, whether it is fund-based, non-fund-based. He can actually request online at his comfort for temporary overdraft, for enhancement, for sub-limit release. In fact, I will request my colleague Mr. Ravindra Sahni, who takes care of a large part of geography in Maharashtra and central India.
My colleagues have also pointed out, we in the month of March, when this actually happened, this lockdown happened, the first reaction was to reach out to all our customers, see what we can do for them, as to how we can help them in the next 1 or 2 months, and to help them tide over these tough times, because these were unexpected times and unwarranted times. Nobody was kind of prepared for these times. And we did, get out to them, move out, reach them, and do a lot of things, maybe help them with their normal transactions, which they were not able to do because of restrictions and movements, or maybe help them out with a little bit of additional limits. That we did at that time. And moving on, we also thought upon touching, in these COVID times, touching upon the healthcare companies and see more so, I would say, more so in the companies which were dealing with COVID in some manner, and see if they could, if they were wanting to ramp up, or looking at some additional, if some support on cash front could help them ramp up the numbers. And, in this effort, we did touch upon, or maybe reach out to a lot of companies. We also, when we reached out to these customers, a lot of customers, we felt the need that a lot of customers were actually not having accounts, with any of the banks. And these were customers who would, in these times, have to have a bank account, because everything was kind of being done digitally.
When the lockdown happened here in Delhi, we did almost the same things that what the other regional heads have been telling you, in this video. In Delhi also, we reached out to all our customers and we reassured them that the bank is there to support. And they really appreciated, the initiative that the bank had taken. If you guys remember, initially there was this entire demand of PPE kits which was coming in and which was in shortfall in the country. And there were a lot of our customers who were entering into this manufacturing of PPE kits, and they didn't have the technology, they had the know-how, but they needed the money to go about manufacturing these PPE kits. They asked us, will you be able to help us, give credit lines so that we can start manufacturing PPE kits? And you won't believe that the entire, business and the team, we came together and funded a lot of our customers who started manufacturing PPE kits.
My question is, what was the specific challenge in UP that you faced vis-a-vis the SME business?
The challenge across the country first was obviously the mobility, lack of mobility, the lockdown, and that same challenge we faced in UP. Initially, it was a shock for us as to how things are going to pan out. And obviously, like most of my colleagues referred to, we also increased our communication with our customer base and try to understand, trying to check upon their general well-being, both on the business side of it, their personal, their families, to just tighten the bond between our relationship team as well as the customer. We wanted the customer to be more open as to the actual challenges that they are facing. The customers were, because of the bond that we created, the customers were candid enough to come back with the challenges that the customers were facing, both again on the mobility. And specifically to UP per se, UP also, again, I mean, what Gurpreet mentioned, has a large chunk of agrarian portfolio, driven portfolio. The same challenges that we faced, we also moved to the digital platform, went and met up with the customers. Luckily for us, they were not shut, I mean, so to say, because most of them were part of the essential commodities. So gradually things started moving up. Our teams were in touch with the customers. Things picked up. Credit was also, the credit was also open about these products that we were dealing with. And, so on and so forth. So we gained confidence of the customer. A lot of UP-based customers were moving on, or rather with the traditional mode of, transacting they moved on to digital. Of course, the situation helped us, and the communication, the increase in communication that we had with the customer, it only helped us in accelerating the movement from a physical mode to a digital mode.
First question, how did you actually hear about the lockdown, Sumant? On television? By a family member?
TV at 8 o'clock.
You're sitting in front of the TV, right? Two, what was your reaction? Couple of sentences.
Oh, immediately jumped out of my seat, went into the car, went to the closest general store to pick up things.
Your one wow moment during the lockdown.
One wow moment during the lockdown. I think the wow moment was getting time with the family. I think that's been the biggest wow moments. You know, I'm right now with my parents. I traveled to be with them, and last month I've been sitting with them at home and doing things. Last month I was with my in-laws. So these are the two wow moments, you know, in that sense, to be with the family.
Amazing. Any oops moment?
Oh, many. So let me tell you, you know, you ask my teams, you know, we do these morning evening calls every day, and I tend to walk a lot, and there are so many times when on these calls you tend to get a little more excited is the word, and you know, you tend to kind of bring about various good quality words in those calls, and you don't realize that you're at home or you're in a compound where you're walking and everybody's looking around you. So those are those oops moments. And you know, there are times when you don't realize your daughter is sitting next to you and you're trying to talk. So it's like, those are interesting ones.
I can imagine. The time you wanted to tear your hair out?
None. Honestly, none.
One learning,
I think learning is to be, you have to live the day. I think that's the biggest learning in my view.
Wonderful. Who's
Enjoy the day, live the day.
Wonderful. Who's the better cook?
Oh, any day, my wife and my mom, let me just tell you. My wife just completed a beautiful family cookbook, what she did. And this is something very interesting that she did. She made every single family member send one dish that they've prepared during the day, and she's created a beautiful cookbook out of it, which I am planning to circulate to a lot of colleagues. Amazing stuff that she's done there.
Wow. Amazing. Any haircut misadventure, Sumant?
Any?
Haircut misadventure. I mean, you tried cutting your hair and something.
No. I didn't. Right now, the misadventure is you can see it on my face. I have never ever in my life kept up. Right now, I'm a mustache. That's the.
I want to ask you this. Correct. Any kitchen
I don't know whether it's misadventure, adventure. I don't.
No, you're looking really good. No, that's something that I noticed. Any kitchen fiasco, Sumant? Did you step inside, or you didn't feel like you didn't need to, or if you did?
I haven't. Honestly, I haven't had a time to. Like my colleagues. Like my colleagues Arun and I think Shama, cooking things at home. They've been cooking things at home. I haven't done any of that, unfortunately. I just love to eat.
Wonderful. Your favorite pastime at home? I mean, whenever you have time, if at all, has it been Ludo or something else?
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of games with my daughter and my family. So that's been a good time pass in the evenings. And of course, the great old web series that I keep on watching. I'm a big fan of them, so yes.
Wonderful, yeah. Wonderful, Sumant. With that, we come to the end of the rapid fire round. I hope you enjoyed it. Overall, it was captivating exchange interaction that we had with you, and I enjoyed every moment of it, and there's so much to learn. We are not just one thing that stands out in my memories. We're just not a bank that lends. We have partners. We have to our clients, and there was enough evidence that you and your colleague were able to kind of show to us. No wonder, as a bank where we are. No wonder as a brand where we are where we are. Let me thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of all my colleagues here on the club, all from Communications. A big thank you so much for finding time. And all your colleagues, a big thank you again for being so informative and entertaining. Thank you so very much.